Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Sun Life. On today's video, we're in my favorite place in Florida. One of my favorite places. Swampy's Bar and Grill in Dunnellon, Florida. I'm going to show you guys this place. There's a little bit of a wait, so we have to kill some time, and I'll show you guys around. This is definitely one of my personal favorite places to be in Florida. And this video is in 4K quality, so you should be able to see it in very high definition. Can't believe this place is actually packed this time of year, but there's still tourists in Florida, and I'm going to show you guys why this is one of my favorite places in Florida. Just the restaurant, nothing special. Swampy's Bar and Grill, there it is. But we're right outside of Dunnellon, a beautiful city that I really like, and we were hoping to move up here when we left Naples before we ended up in Alabama. What had happened was that prices increased so rapidly here that we weren't able to buy a house quick enough. We weren't able to make our maneuvers in time. But believe it or not, the first time we came to Dunnellon, 2 years before we moved, we tracked down a little house that was on the market for $70,000. We could have bought a concrete block house in a nice neighborhood for $70,000, not far from here, maybe 15 minutes from this restaurant. But things didn't work out back then the way we were hoping, and that's okay, because life is a journey you go through. But it's still one of our favorite places to come to, and we're gonna take a little stroll through here and see how one of our favorite places in Florida is looking. Dunnellon is not too far from Ocala, so we're not far from Ocala. Let's go for this little walk. We are in Citrus County and Marion County here, I believe. We're kind of in Marion County here, I think Marion County in one direction and Citrus County in the other. So we're kind of, I believe we're kind of on the county line here, if I remember right. This is an awesome place. The Rainbow River, where the temperature is always cool. On a hot day, that feels great, but on a kind of cold day like today, doesn't feel too great. The temperature is always the same no matter what. We've swam in here and it's cold. You can look down there and see a few small bass. We're right in there, rolling through there. Yes, beautiful Rainbow River. One of my personal favorite places to be in all of Florida. This is just gorgeous. Clear, cool waters. In the summertime, tubing is the activity to do here. Kind of a little bit too cold for tubing today, but during the summer, that is the thing to do here. And there will be crowds of people tubing. In fact, I found it interesting that there was actually so many people here today at the restaurant. But this is the beautiful Rainbow River. And this area is still affordable compared to other places, but prices have really gone up lately in this area. When I first started doing videos out here, you can get a place out here for nothing. It was just really that nice. But you know, like everything in Florida, nothing good lasts forever, and prices just continue to go up. But there'll be something better in store for us. I always hold the belief that something didn't work out, there's no need to lament over it. But if we had, if our house in Naples had sold in time, we'd actually been able to buy a house here and had money left over. But the problem was that our property in Naples took 2 years to sell. And by the time it sold, it was just prices in that 2-year period went down. Naples really stalled out all the way up till almost to 2019. It was a real estate market that was just kind of stalled out. And then in kidding, I love this little spot right here. a nice warm day, we'll just swim here forever. We'll sit here and swim right here. One of our favorite places in Florida, right here. Usually a good, decent sized bass come through here. You'll see them swimming underneath here. But it took us 2 years to sell a house in Naples. If the house in Naples had sold when we put it on the market, we'd have been able to afford to come up here. But the problem was the house in Naples took 2 years to sell. The Naples real estate market didn't really kick off until, look at the size of that one. Look at the size of that one. Okay, that is a decent bass right there. Y'all see that? That's a decent sized bass. Look at that one right there. Dude, that is a big bass. That's not a little one. You think about how many bass it takes. You know, they don't all make it. They have like thousands of eggs. Dude, that bass is huge. It's the biggest one that I've seen here so far. Of course, fishing in water this clear is really kind of difficult. But there's actually some pretty decent sized bass in here. People do see alligators in here from time to time, but the water's so clear. Look at the size of those bass. Turtle, look at the turtle, look at the turtle, look at the turtle. I told you guys I love this place. But there's a little turtle going that way. You see it? Little baby turtle. I'm surprised that bass ain't going for that. Bass could totally swallow that turtle. Dude, that is a decent sized bass. Let's come on over here, guys. But yeah, we could have actually, like, if the house in Naples had sold, but then we wouldn't be on this YouTube adventure. Like, because we had, our plans were to start a, and it would have been on YouTube. It would have been we wanted to do like a travel thing. But hey, you know, anything based off of tourism would have been dead for 2 years. Our goal was for me to start like a tourist company where I would give people nature tours. So I was going to buy a boat cash with the money. We would have bought the house and had $30,000 left over. And use that $30,000 to buy a boat to start kind of like a tourist-oriented type of... Can't believe how many fish are out here compared to other times. See the little green ones? Those are bass. But our plan at the time was that. It was to start a little tourist business. Imagine that. Right when the lockdown started, to start a business that was 100% tourist-based, it probably would have been difficult, if not impossible. So maybe it's all right, the things didn't work out. I say, like, things happen for a reason. That's what people like to say a lot. But, you know, everything at its time is what I like to say. I like it here. I can just sit here and watch the fish. You know, it's beautiful. There's little... I don't know what these little guys... A few of them are bass. You know? A few of them are little bass, and there's... just a place that's just... Wow. And like really disconnect from everything. It's just a beautiful place, you know. It's just a gorgeous place to be. There used to be a swing on the other. It is right there. There used to be a swing on the other side. Little bass coming through. There they come. They saw something they like. They're all looking at us. Sometimes you can throw a little bit of sand or something in the water. I think people feed them. That's why they're all gathered here. I wish I had brought my GoPro. I'd put my GoPro in there, but I forgot my GoPro. Beautiful, guys. I think the bigger ones might be bass. Looks like a bass right there, the bigger one. But let's look at the other side. The other side's pretty too. It's not just this. It's the other side too. Oh, man. I love it. And that's the beauty about Florida is, okay, like the Panhandle in this area up here doesn't have beaches, but then this is like a beach. It's a good swimming hole for sure. Let's run up to the other side. Oh, I love this new bridge graffiti. People have done little fishes here and stuff. That's pretty cool. Okay. Lots of graffiti since the last time we were here. And again, people do see gators out here from time to time. Let's run up over here. Let's run up over here. And we'll find Katie eventually. We'll find Katie. She'll be out here. Da, 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 da. Katie might already be there. And this is real Florida. Like this is real Florida. Different speed of life. What was changed about Florida is Florida used to be a place that was solely oriented on tourism. And lately it's shifted from tourism only to people wanting to live here. And that change has really been bad for the environment because it's a place that was already stretched. You know? And frankly, not everybody that comes to Florida, you know, like appreciates Florida the way somebody who's actually from here will. You know? I just always feel that people who are actually from Florida just have a different appreciation for them, or actually understand the history, went to school down here and stuff, and understand that it's a little bit more vulnerable of an ecosystem than you can imagine. So it really is a vulnerable ecosystem in Florida, being that it's unique. It's like you can go to across the whole country and it's all the same thing. It's turkey, deer, whatever, right? But then you come to Florida and you have just a whole different type of ecosystem, different plants, different stuff, and it's a unique ecosystem. But well, there it is. There's a giant duck over there, same color as my shirt. There it is, Swampy's. My favorite places in Florida. In 4K at that. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I have to locate Catherine the Great. I have no idea where she went. She's in there somewhere. Struggling to breathe with a small cigarette. Kind of windy today too. Check it out. Underneath the palm trees of Florida.